What's happening, family? Welcome back to another episode of Let Us Tell It. I'm one of your hosts, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank. The other host is...
Goose, man. How y'all doing?
Absolutely. So, if this is your first time joining us, this is Let Us Tell It. I'm Tank, that's Goose, and this is a podcast where we talk about, weekly podcast, where we talk about all things manhood, brotherhood, fatherhood, all the hoods. Hood.
Yes, sir.
On my mama. On my hood.
I look fly.
Hey.
I hope my shirt ain't too bright.
Nah, it shouldn't be. Hey, speaking of, so the last two episodes, the video quality was, the color was way off and dark.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks ago, I remember I was telling y'all that we were posting the videos out of order that when we recorded them. Those last two videos, I don't even remember recording those. We filmed them so long ago because we had to film in bulk. Because we were both out of town and traveling anniversary trips. They had business trips and everything. So the videos that were synced and everything a long time ago, and when I went to post them, I'm looking and I couldn't even figure out why they were that dark. But again, we filmed them so long ago, I don't even remember how it got that way. I know everybody knows it's not your phone, it's not your TV. It's not Instagram or YouTube. It was definitely my editing software or something I did wrong, or it's something, a glitch in it. I don't know. Can't explain it.
The rest of them should be fixed though.
Nah, yeah, this one should be good because this is actually current video, video and audio that we're doing.
Yeah.
We're back in getting on order. Even the order that I save them in, like episode 15, 16, 17, it's not matching of what's on.
Yeah.
But we had the reason that got off is we had a very current topic that we needed to talk about before the topic was too old. So we did that one first, and then we did something, and the other one that we did two or three after that matched up with the other episode, so we had to bring that one back, and then it got all out of whack. Yeah. The space-time continuum was off, but we corrected it.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to kick this off real quick just on something that's happened currently. I don't even know the full story behind it.
That boy Neo.
Come on, we're going to talk about it because we men, we fathers, we are husbands. You understand?
He out here wild.
And apparently he out here. So let them know what all happened. Like, what you know about it? Because I'm not fully privy on everything that's going on.
Okay, so the man had he renewed his vows with his wife, or they just got married, whichever one it is. But this happened less than a few months ago.
Okay,
just a few months ago. Now comes out that he's cheating. They had this extravagant ceremony. Now comes out that he's cheating. His wife.
He's been cheating, like having an affair.
Cheating. Yeah. Like multiple women.
Oh, okay.
His wife said he's been bringing diseases home. But
I know men that's cheated and just disappeared for a couple of weeks.
Come on, man.
Before they bring something home. Like, where you been?
So the man did that.
God dang.
And then after the post, after his wife posts this, he likes the post, right? But then he also said, don't put our stuff out in the street. But this man is cheating out in the street.
Yeah, you in the street.
In the public.
She took it to the street.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
So the other thing I heard, Angel, I don't know, she was telling somebody about it. I didn't know about any of this until I heard my wife talking about it. And apparently he put a post out talking. I don't know the fully what the post said or what he said in the video. I don't know what it was, but it was along the lines of something about don't tear it down or don't forget when how good people used to treat you or how good people treated you. Basically saying he looked like a fool now because basically he's saying, well, I treated you good all these years. How you gonna dog me out? Like come on,
now
man.
Now you biting the hand to feed you.
Yeah, it's that type of thing. It's like, well, if you was, whooping the dog as you was feeding it, then it deserved to get bit.
Man, he wilding. I'm not blaming the wife with the comment I'm about to say, I'm not blaming her at all, because you are a victim.
Yeah.
Women not read. Take the red flags as red flags. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because apparently this has been going on for a while.
I wonder how long she's known about it.
From
Like I'm curious as to whether, when I say that, how long she's known about it, is this something that's been going on and she's finally fed up?
Yes, that's what she
so
said.
she's known about it.
Yes.
It's been going on, and she's like,
fed up.
or if this is me just guessing, I don't know anything about this, but I'm like, is it one of those things where, all right, he gonna be out there acting a fool, but just don't bring nothing home to me?
No.
And that doesn't happen, and she's like, no, that was the straw.
No,
but it's one of those that she's just like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah, she's finally fed up with it. Now, I'm not sure with the the STD or disease situation, if that was the final straw.
Okay.
That broke her back. You feel me? But
that's man.
This man is woo. I can only speak. Well, no. I can only say, to young women out there, man, I know you want to give the men chances, and he got money, so your life looking, you set nice. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
dang, you got to.
Yeah, I will say again, I don't know their situation or anything, but if this is the type of thing, I'm just saying if this is the type of thing where it's like she's known it's been going on, she finally got fed up. It's like, they say once you give somebody a foot, they take a mile.
Yeah. And
it's just like, if you have a man or a woman, or if your lady or if your man is out there, because I know some women that stepped out and the man just kind of overlooked it too. Some for similar situations, it's like, oh, but this is this person.
Yeah.
That's Neo. What do? You leave. But if you accept that behavior and nothing's been done about it, then why? If you haven't set a precedent that it needs to be fixed, then why would they want to fix it?
True.
And that's what that type of thing, you kind of let them do what they want to do, and then it's like, oh no, I'm done.
Yeah.
And when somebody's like that is done, like, it's gonna be a problem for the person that's been out there doing the dirt.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a problem.
She done. The way she put it, she's done.
Yeah.
But,
they always say, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. I say hell have no fury like a spouse scorned.
You about to come up off that.
Yeah, I told Angel, she's so stupid. I told her, I said, man, if I ever find out you mess around on me, I said, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna wait until y'all together in the same house.
Woo.
I'm gonna douse the entire house in gasoline on the outside. I'm gonna light it on fire, and I'm gonna sit outside with all my arsenal and wait for y'all to run out and pick y'all off at the ankles. She was like, you know what this fool said?
What was that?
That's so sexy.
Oh my goodness.
She said, that's just so, you would kill for me? I said, no, I would kill you. Yes. For you, him, everybody that run up out that house. And then people in the comments like, oh, that's scary. That's serial killer. That's scary. I'm like, hey, I'm just saying what it is.
You see me over here like,
oh, what would you do?
I ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
Y'all gonna know. I ain't gonna have them be all up on the news. This is my mugshot. This is my mugshot.
They locking up these rappers now.
Say what?
They locking up rappers for their rap lyrics. They gonna
because they actually did it.
They gonna go. I
don't expect to get away with it.
Oh, you don't, oh
yeah, no. Cops gonna roll up. It was me.
Yeah.
I think one of them still moving. You can take a report from them.
I don't know what I would do if I found that out. Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody getting your cheeks, Goose?
I don't even know. That'll be a ooh.
Yeah, that's a rough one, ain't it?
That's a rough. If it's I don't have an answer for you. I don't know what I do.
Because
if I walk in on it, There ain't nothing. I can't.
Yeah, it's
even
no
explain
telling.
it.
Yeah, like walking in on it.
But if I find it out from a distance,
I got time to plan it. I've already planned it.
I see. That man here, boy.
It's gonna be premeditated. Absolutely. She would do
Keep him
something
off
similar.
at the ankle. Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, she would do something similar. But anyway, yeah, so at that situation right there, you unfortunately see it all the time, you know, spouses getting fed up or, you know, running out, doing their thing. The other party, you know, there's a situation to where, you know, there's an understanding. Even if there's an understanding, I don't know. They say there's a lot of swinging couples and open couples out there, and they live happily and all that. It's just I'm not part of that. I'm a different breed.
Let me tell you straight up. This is how I feel. Men, you cannot tell a man it's okay to do your thing, just don't embarrass me. A man is going to take that to the bank. He's no longer in a relationship, to be honest with you.
Now, he's in a bunch of relationships at that point.
He's going to have sex with whoever he feels like having sex with or without you, even though you have this, hey, only girls I approve or whatever, as long as I know. Nah. You can't do that to a man. If you tell him he can have his fun.
Yeah, you might know about most of them.
Yeah.
If that's y'all's understanding. You might know about most of them,
Yeah.
but if he's running around like that, part of his thrill is the sneakiness behind it.
Yeah. You ain't, man. I'm married. My wife is taking care of the household.
They got kids?
No. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yes, man.
My wife is taking
That's a
care
whole
of the
family
household.
right there.
I have nothing to worry about, and she just okayed me to do what I want to do. Oh man, life is about to be crazy.
Yeah.
About to be out here doing whatever I want. So you can act like it's okay. Yeah, he has his girlfriend. No, the man is gonna have girlfriends, friends, and more friends. Ain't no.
Yeah, I know couples that like have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Like they're a couple and they have this one person that, oh no, this is the person that we both share. Mm-hmm. You know, y'all can take vacation, we gonna take vacation, or all three of us can take vacations. And every now and then maybe we'll bring in other people. But that stuff be running its limit.
Oh yeah.
Eventually they're like, nah, this is it. Nah, I can't do this no more. Cause it's like, but they be living in that comfortably. Like, hey, it is what it is. I'm a different breed.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I'm a different breed. I don't see how you. And you know, different people are different. You know, there's a lot of people out there that don't even want to be in a relationship that are perfectly happy. Because you know that stands. A lot of people think, well, why don't so and so got somebody? It's like so and so don't want nobody. They can get they can get a whole bunch of people, but they literally want to be single. There's nothing wrong with that. So there's different strokes with different folks. That's not a stroke that I'm willing to partake in.
Woo. Yeah, you missed me on that one. But good luck to you, Neo, and your wife. I'm sorry you got caught, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I'm
not sorry you got. Man, you just screwed up on that one, Playboy. Screwed up on that.
You can't be sorry he got caught. Don't say that.
Yeah, I take that back. I'm not sorry you got caught.
I'm sorry about the situation. It shouldn't be a situation. Yeah. That's a situation.
That's crazy. And that
it's
is
a situation.
All in the limelight now.
Yeah, it's all out there.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Even as a celebrity that big and you stepping out, something this big, especially if it's leaked or somebody puts it out there, you got to expect like that's a big name.
I really don't understand how celebrities think they can cheat and just like get away with it because of who they are. Like whoever you're cheating with, if they're not another celebrity or a person with as much to lose as you do, once that fizzles out, they're gonna be like, hey man, I've been sleeping with such and such for this.
Because that's the thing, Because you got
How do you
like
keep stuff like that on the low? You can't do it.
yeah, you got people they sign like contracts and NDAs and everything, but still, it's like stuff be get. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. How you expect to? You got that person has nothing to lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there are people that are professionals at that. That's all they do is mess around with celebrities and keep their mouth shut.
Mm.
Anyway,
Must be a nice job.
yeah, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, but today we're gonna do a little catching up.
We ain't been here for what, like a month?
Yeah.
We were ahead on these episodes. I'm telling y'all,
Yeah.
we were filming like 2 and 3 a week to get caught up for the time that basically July was the time, like our anniversary, Angel's birthday, traveling. It was just a busy time. So this is the first time we've been back in these seats for a while.
Yep. Feels good.
So go ahead. What we getting into?
We're gonna catch you all up. What's going on with me and my personal life? You know what I'm saying? What's happening with me and the wife, kids. So some of you all may know, but Mel was let go from Netflix, right? And we've been preaching on this show. You know,
it's Netflix.
My wife hold it down financially. Hey. Now that's over. That's sweet dreams of me. Sweet dreams of me at home taking care of the kids. That's over.
Yeah, the silk robe got put in the closet.
Man. Now it's hump time. Back to the grind.
Yeah, I mean, you was always working though. It ain't like Greg wasn't doing nothing. He was working.
Stopped.
He's still bringing in money.
I ain't never.
But that
stopped doing
Netflix
that.
money is a different kind of money.
Yeah, they Netflix literally was paying 3 times as much than any other company in that content area because these interviews, Mel, she's been entertaining. The money that they're talking is like, really? How?
Like laughable in comparison.
Yeah, you're like, hold on, this is the same job title. Why are you paying literally, y'all, 3 times less than what Netflix? That's probably why Netflix got in the hole they were in. They were paying everybody.
Netflix sound like somebody that ain't never had money and then just started splurging.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh, I need to pull it back. Well, wait, what's going on?
What's that dude's name?
Now they got to change everything.
Chappelle. Y'all should never gave these niggas money. That's how they ran the check up there. So that's what happened last month. So we decided
in July. That was July when that happened?
July. Happened in June.
Okay, June.
But July, the reason we did everything in bulk was because me and Mel wanted to, one, go back to Georgia, Atlanta to see family, but 2, to see if we wanted to move back there.
I'm not letting that happen.
You know, because
I'm throwing every con out possible for them to move back.
It's a little cheaper in Atlanta now to live, but we have family there.
We all got family there.
I know, but see, like my brothers, my mama, my daddy, sister. Y'all didn't know I had one of those, but
I didn't know you had a sister. I found out right now.
There you go.
I thought we was close. God dang.
You never know, dog.
Ain't that
Aunties,
something? Man, go on back to Atlanta.
Everybody's in Atlanta. But when we went back, you know, it felt good, but it didn't feel the same. Everybody's living their life, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't the same feel as in LA, especially trying to grow in content and be a content creator.
Yeah.
The people that we're around here helps us create more and motivates us to do more. So we're not concrete on our answer yet.
Yeah.
Even though we know Atlanta's not as motivating for us as LA is, we're still just like, man, we don't know what's happening, to be honest with you. I can't, we just don't know.
Yeah.
But we also had a have a rental house in Atlanta, and we was going to sell the rental house, purchase something in cash in Atlanta. Okay. The rental house is over in like Grant Park, so it's a nice chunk of change we could make. But our renters They were like, hey, we ain't trying to move. How about we pay you $700 extra more dollars a month for 2 years, and y'all just let us stay. So
yeah, motivated renter will have you rethinking some choices.
So now we're like, okay, so we keep them in
They're
there.
like, all right, whatever.
So we keep the renters in there.
Jesus don't even want y'all to move
man.
back.
Jesus
is like, hey, go on, give them some more money.
they
All right, they prayed on it too. God was like, y'all got it.
And they offered it. So it's like, okay, so we're not selling the rental house to purchase the house that we want. So now it's like, okay, that's more of a reason to stay in LA, because now we can't sell the rental house, or we won't sell it because the offer they're making us is pretty cool. So
they made you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, they made us an offer we couldn't refuse. So that offer by itself like upped the LA, gave LA cool points.
More points, yeah.
So that happened, and what's crazy about it is that these renters, man, they're outstanding renters, man. They cut the grass, they do maintenance work on the house. So they set us up pretty good. So we're here in LA,
and the rent for that house could actually be a lot more. And so it's a two-way street right there. Yeah.
Because I believe they offered what they offered, knowing like, dang, they could ask for this, but
they could literally ask for 1,500 more, so let's offer $7.
Yeah.
I don't know what it, but just for
True. We could honestly get at least $500 more, but
you might not get renters like that too. Yeah.
So they sealed the deal for us on that end. So we chose to open this conversation up to my brothers, my mom, my dad, trying to figure out, man, what y'all think? What should we move back? Should we sell this house? This is how much we're making. Blase. And my dad was just straight up like, sell the house and get money and move back to Atlanta like right now. That's all he had to give. Have you and Angel ever had a situation like that where you all had to ask for advice from the elders, or even just, hey, what y'all think about this?
We
big decisions, ain't no, where the dishes go in the dishwasher, nothing like that.
Man, look, let me tell you about this damn dishwasher. Nah. Everybody's been asking what happened to the macaroni bowl. The bowl was spick and span. It was clean.
Really?
Oh.
It came clean?
I always do, man. I know what I'm doing. And it's cheese, so it just gets hot and melts with the water.
I looked at it, I was like, oh.
No, that bowl get clear. I'm telling you, it's the way you angle it, man. Yeah. Anyway. No, I was sitting there trying to think. We never, so even with like the house, living in California thing, I always had the steady income. Angels was kind of, up and down. Mm-hmm. But even when things got difficult, we never looked at, because one, her career either keeps her here or in New York. But we never looked at not living in California as an option. It was just like, what else we gonna do to make this work? Yeah. Because before it was for Angel, like her career. Now it's just like, now it's equal for the both of us, because I've since then retired and doing my thing too. But I even with big decisions as far as physically where we're located, I know everybody back home's decision would have been, y'all need to come back. Yeah. However, they know it only benefits them by us being out here, because that gives them a reason to come out here to visit, to get away, and to see us, because we are around the type of motivation that we're around. When we flourish, they get benefits from it too. But I was sitting there trying to think, like, what kind of, have we been in a situation to where we reached out to the family, and it's always been like a closed door. We may let everybody know, like, this is what we're trying to figure out. Mm-hmm. We're trying to figure out, A, B, or C, and we're still thinking on it. And people could offer their opinions if they wanted. We never would close the door, but at the same time, it's just like, no, we're gonna think through this. But I get the reason behind it, especially if you truly not sure, because we went through. I went through the same thing. I was telling Goose before we started. This was a few years ago, probably 2016 or 17. No, about 17, I think, 16, something like that. When I was back home, and the price of the tickets, I couldn't get back. We usually like Christmas, New Year's, like we would always go back home. Mm-hmm. It was Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Then it was like, no, we're gonna be here. No, we never did Thanksgiving in Kentucky. It was always here. We always host Thanksgiving since we moved here, since we lived here. But Christmas and New Year's was always in Kentucky. And it was one time we went back, and the price of the tickets was way too expensive to come back a week, to be out there for a week and come back. So it ended up being a 2.5 week stay. And the end of the first week that year was the first time I ever had the thought of, I need to get up out of here. Like, I've been in Kentucky, I've been home, but it's time to go back. And this was when I had my regular 9 to 5 and I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
And I still had the thought of, because even though I had my 9 to 5, I was still working on things, trying to get out of that, but I wasn't around the hustle. And it's almost like you in a race and you stopping to take a break.
Yeah.
In the middle of that, like 400-meter relay, and you set, or not even the relay, or the 400-meter dash, and you sitting there and you decide to take a break, and you just watching everybody else lap you and run off, and it's just like, not that it was a competition thing, but that's what it felt like. Like I feel stagnant, even though I love being home, being around my family, kicking with everybody, laughing and everything. But at the same time, it's just like, okay, yeah, it's time to get up out. And I feel like, God dang, what is this? I don't know if I like this feeling of not wanting to be at home.
Yeah.
But being comfortable at home is one of those things. I always say comfort is the enemy of success.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened with me. So we get to the house, or we get to Atlanta, and there was no, not saying I need someone to push me, but having people around that's doing it and I can see it. I'm like, oh, yeah. I need to step up my game, versus being at home and my mom, dad, they chilling at the house, little brother, they cooling. Hey, let's go eat here, eat there. There's no like, hey, let's make this content. Oh, we can do this, we can do that.
Or just hearing people talk like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about doing this, doing that. Yeah. Man, you know what? You just motivated me to do this over here. Yeah.
Everybody there is already doing their own thing. And it's not content creation. It's whatever, food trucks, smoke shops, coaching, traveling back and forth, working. There's nobody focusing on anything that I'm interested in. So it was like, dang, that I need to be incubated in this environment. And like you said, it was like you're running a race and then you slow down. But I got so much momentum right now. Yeah, I'm screwing myself.
That's a good way to put it. You got that momentum and you feel like you're losing it. Yeah.
So that's what's going on in my head. I can't even say it. That was what was going on in my head. That was what was. Anyway.
That's what was. Yeah. Look, we're not about to hear this episode up. That's not what we're about to do.
At the time, that what was going on. That was
this is gold, man. Didn't nobody hear it. It's like somebody reneging his space. Man, just play. Shut up.
That's what's happening in my head, and I was just. We're just juggling it. But coming back here, well, hold on, before I get on to that. Opening up and asking people's their opinion, you start seeing, or you just get the brainstorm and see, oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So with that rental house, the realtor was just telling us, because we were going to sell it now, the realtor was like, well, why are you selling? And I was telling them why, basically moving back, getting this, getting that, and I was going to just take the funds to buy a home. But the way the house is set up, she was basically like, look, this area is booming. Make the basement an apartment, rent that out and rent the top out, and then you'll be making such amount of money.
You know how significant that is? Because she's basically letting a check go.
Oh, and that's what she said. She was like, look, it's us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? We need to keep our property. Look, do this or even consider it. Just look into it. And as I was doing, I'm like, dang, that's she right.
Mm-hmm.
This can happen. And opening up and asking questions and not being secretive. Because usually, you know what I mean, I would just be like, this is my business, family business. I ain't asking anybody anything. Me and my wife are going to handle it ourselves. That's why I was asking if you all open up at all. But opening up and talking to her has us on a whole nother wavelength now. So after these 2 years, we're going to see how this does, save a little bit more money, and then convert that bottom to an apartment, and then get two incomes, 2 streams of money from that one building.
Yeah.
So that's what I was basically asking. How do you all navigate situations to where, you know, taking advice, being open to advice. Obviously, you don't have to take
right. Yeah. We definitely will. Like if it's something like that, or if we feel like, you know, let's see what other people. We usually talk to people that have been in similar situations or that's done something like that. Like we was like, let's got this, brother. You know what? We got this property. Y'all done had a property for years now. So what? You know, this is what we doing. What did y'all do? So we go to people that's had similar situations or have experience in something like that. And it's always good to hear what other people, because, you know, good ideas come from stuff like that. Yeah. Just the original name of this podcast was supposed to be I don't even remember what it was. Myth of a Man. Myth of a Man. I almost said it a couple times at the beginning. We reached out to Patreon like, hey, y'all, we need a name for this. Yeah. And somebody was like, let us tell it. I was like, God dang, that's better than anything we ever could have.
Simple, straight to the point.
Yeah. So it's definitely good to hear different point of views and people on different wavelengths. But what I was going to ask you about being around like other influencers. So for me, I just need to be around people. When I say like-minded people, it's just other people on a grind and a mission. Yeah. Not necessarily like doing what I do. Like being around like Kev and all them. Like they comedians, they, you know, influencers and trying to do this thing. I have no desire to have my own show or have my own, you know, network or anything, but hearing them brainstorm and come up with ideas and just seeing them hustle, that drives me to want to do things that I'm working on even more. Yeah. So that's what I was saying. It's like back home, like everybody's doing, like same for me. When I go back home, all my friends, family, everybody has these big lavish houses. Like you walk in and it's the big foyer and the chandelier, and I'm like, God dang, these houses are big. But there's a hustle and a grind. They're not. They have already arrived. Oh yeah. They are, like you said, everybody's doing their own thing. Yep. They doing what they're gonna do. They working toward retirement, or even if they are working, like I got a bunch of my friends stuff got their own businesses and stuff. But those businesses, they're working on expanding those businesses, but it's not the same as us. Working toward a growing elevation. It's like we climbing this ladder, but the ceiling keeps getting taller and taller. So we just keep climbing. Yeah. And people like, you know, a lot they always joke around, oh, y'all rich, y'all this, y'all that. It's just like, nah, that why y'all still grinding? Y'all rich? I'm like, because the ceiling's moving. Yeah. Like we done broke through the ceiling and the roof now. All right, I'm reaching toward that cloud now. I'm just gonna keep climbing to where back home, because of where the economy's smaller. You know, California is like, I think it's like in the top 20 or top 30 economies in the world. I mean, California brings in more money than most countries.
I can believe.
So being in this environment, definitely he pushed, and even seeing people comment, which is greatly appreciated. On our podcast, on Me and the Angels, on The Bald and the Beautiful, I see people comment, y'all are such a big motivation. That's comforting to hear, and I appreciate people leaving those comments, and I'm glad to be Seen to some people, not everybody, most people hate me. It's fine. Uh, seen as like a motivation, because if I was watching somebody like me when I was still working my 9 to 5, it would have been motivation for me.
Yeah.
Just me being the personality that I am. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start that food truck. This dude was able to do this. Granted, I'm not doing a food truck, but I'm doing stuff outside of my comfort zone.
And that's another reason why I feel like being here versus Atlanta is the investment we should make. Because like I said, one of my partners has a smoke shop. Mm-hmm. One of my partners is doing like a food truck situation. Another friend of mine they're doing Airbnbs. But watching them follow their dreams or their aspirations, it's like, Goose, you just about to give up on everything, go back to Atlanta? I mean, obviously I can do content creation in the A, but here is more resources for one, and more potential to grow faster here. You know what I'm saying? So seeing them do their thing, and I'm like, oh man, I got to take this investment or risk or whatever to see what really comes up, comes out of it. So that's another reason why LA is up here in points versus Atlanta. It's still not concrete, but
I'm gonna throw salt in that Atlanta game every time he bring it up. Every time
we working it out, but obviously LA's winning because we came back. We bought a round trip ticket, not a one way ticket. You know what I'm saying? So we here, but
the difference is because there's a reason that LA is the #1 homeless capital in the world, or in the country. I ain't gonna say the world, but I know definitely the country, #1 homeless capital. Unfortunately, most of that is because families with children. Mm-hmm. But people move to California on a wish and a dream with no plan. And we've seen it. We've met people out here. Some of the people that we met when we first moved were living out here on that same thing and have had to move back because it's like you said, it's not always concrete. But for y'all to already be here, established and getting more established, is a completely different situation. Yeah. Versus somebody is just like, it's crazy the amount of people I know that just moved out here with no job, with nothing. Yeah. But I'm gonna move out here. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna act. And that's the other reason that California is the #1 homeless capital, is like, because there's a very small percentage of the people of working actors. That percentage is extremely small. Yeah. Most actors are not acting. That thing it's ridiculous.
That I remember Angel saying something about that, and I was surprised. Like, go to actors aren't your average actor isn't getting jobs consistently.
Yeah, I think they said something like 90% make less than $50,000 a year. Yeah. Go to any restaurant out here and ask the waiter or waitress what they do for a living. They're gonna say, "Oh, well, I act." Yeah. Like that's the #1 thing. That's why I was never seeing Angel's, even though Angel's doing great right now in her career. She's been traveling, booking jobs left and right. I've seen the struggles of her and even her friends, the successful ones too. Yeah. She has some very successful friends that act, and I'm just like, I don't want that path.
And that's why Atlanta, Georgia is in the running, because I feel like everything I've done to this point, I shouldn't have to be in this pot of struggling situation.
But you're not an actor.
I'm not. But this content creating situation is that it's still under that umbrella of trying to make income from content. Yeah. Basically, I'm making content. Hopefully people like it. And then, I can somehow create some income from it. Yeah. That struggle is like, or that risk and that hope, like all those other waitresses and people working other places, it's like I don't, man. I've been here facility managing here in Atlanta, making this money. Now I'm trying to make this happen. This struggle is uncharted land for me. You
Yeah.
feel me? So
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I held it like that.
But
I
yeah, you held
for
it like a
time.
pair of balls.
Yeah. Talking about balls, I had my vasectomy.
I was about to say, hold on before we get to that. But it's like the way I looked at it is like for
balls. Go ahead.
For me, living in Kentucky is like climbing a short ladder to get into a tree house. Versus living in California, I'm climbing a 60-foot ladder to get to a tree mansion. The journey is longer, but the reward is bigger.
Okay. That was an okay analogy.
The healthy analogy, just listen to what I said. The journey is longer, but the reward is bigger.
Yeah, there you go. That's the end. That's okay. I like
Man,
that.
shut up talking about your nuts. You little shriveled up nuts about to get cut off.
He climbed this short ladder to a tree house. But then I climbed this long ladder
To get to the
a
tree
bigger.
mansion. Yeah. Get somewhere bigger.
Yeah. Okay, I can dig it.
Shut up.
Back to that's what's been happening.
Back to my nuts.
The balls. I had this doctor in Burbank that I had my consultation months ago. And the
You did. I was about to ask you about that.
So
Yeah.
the follow-up consultation was this month. The follow-up to say, are you sure you want to do this? And then they're going to schedule the procedure. All right. The first doctor I went to months ago, the second consultation would have been this month. And I don't know when I would have had the procedure. Called Tank's doctor before we went to Atlanta. They were like, when you get back, we'll see you. Got back Sunday. Went to go see the doctor today before this podcast. He was like, hey, you look like you're ready. You can.
Did he hold him like that?
He actually was just like, then he's like, oh, I can feel both of the tubes right here. I'm like, oh, get off my balls, man. But anyway, they did the consultation.
He's good. He's good at what he does.
Signed
He
the
really
paperwork. Today is the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
The 30th, I will have my procedure. I'll be good to go. Shooting number blanks, but I'm going to still be shooting.
Yeah, there's a time period
Yeah.
from getting the procedure and when you're still fertile.
Oh, so
So you gotta go. You gotta
a
go
little
back.
education on that one. So they'll be snipping it, burning the ends, and putting these real small clamps.
Yeah, they got
on the ends.
So
of
here, give me that cord. I can explain it, or if you
What
want to
cord?
explain it, just one of them. For the people that's watching,
Like,
so
what's going on?
they call it a vasectomy because they're removing the vas deferens, a section of the vas deferens. So this is what gets you pregnant. It travels through this little tube.
This is the vast difference.
I'm holding a cord for the people that's listening. So what they do is they go in, do a little incision in your scrotum.
Mm-hmm.
They pull out a section.
Scrotum is your ball sack that hangs.
I can't stand it, boy. So this is a little education because a lot of people don't know. So they pull that section out, right? And they clamp it. They literally clamp it, cut it, remove that section. And he showed it to me. He put it in a little jar and showed it to me. He called it a nice piece of vas for vas deferens. It was a dad joke. He made me laugh during my procedure. He really did. And then after they remove it, that's cut. So then they burn it. They burn the end. So it's too short. It can't connect back together or anything. Completely painless. I felt no pain the entire time. I didn't feel no pain during, no pain after, no pain healing process. The way I was moving, you couldn't tell because I was paranoid that something would hurt. Mm-hmm. Angel was like, how bad does it hurt? I was like, it don't. She was like, why you walking like that? Because I'm scared. But nothing ever hurt.
I would be too.
The whole procedure. He does this from one incision. He grabs one side, does the procedure, grabs the other side, does the procedure. Then he's like, all right, that's it. And I was like, all right, you about to start? He was like, I'm done. And I was like, You done?
You done?
He's like, yeah, that's it. We was in there talking about cars and careers and stuff.
Yeah. So it's just one little incision, little small incision, and that's it. So he told me that first, I think 3 months, you have to give a sample.
Yeah, you supposed to go back twice for a sample.
Yep. So it's 3-month appointment to see if you have any more active sperm in your sperm, and then if you do, they wait another 3 to 4 months. You go back, produce your sample to see if there's any more sperm, and then if there's no more sperm, there you go, no more pulling out.
Yeah, I went back the first time I went back, gave him a sample. I still had active sperm because I'm super sperm. I still had, and then I never went back for my second sample.
This man risking it all.
I know. I was scheduled. Hold on. When I got mine done,
is Angel?
Were we in the middle of? I think. Oh, that's what happened. I think it was around his vacation time, and I kept trying to schedule. And I was like, man, she would have been pregnant by now if I still had. This was then.
Oh, so Angel doesn't have any of her tubes tied.
No,
she don't have.
Yeah, she can still have kids.
Damn, boy, you playing with fire?
Nah, not now. That was years ago. I'm Gucci.
You Gucci?
Yeah.
Oh, and that post I posted about having the vasectomy, and people saying that there people out there that still get pregnant after the vasectomy.
They ain't wait long enough.
Yeah. So the doctor was saying he's done over 10,000 of these.
Literally, he has like. He's only in the office. I didn't mean to cut you off, but he's only in the office. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah. He's only in the office, I think, 3 or 4 days out of the week, and he'll do like 5 procedures in one day.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it for like 20 years.
Yes. So he said out of 10,000, he's done this over 10,000 times. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but whatever. He's never had the situation where a man where those tubes came back together.
Right.
He's in his career, he said he's never had it. And in his line of work, he said if it does happen, usually it's because the man doesn't come back for the checkup appointments. They still have reserves that they use thinking they're empty, but they're not empty.
Yeah.
So I wonder, because those comments I saw, people were saying,
people like, oh no, it can reconnect and it can this. I'm like, dude, I talked to literally 12 different guys I know that's had vasectomies, because you hear these stories talking about, oh well, this happened or that happened. People leave comments all, and oh well, I heard that it increases your chances of getting cancer. I'm like, what? Or I heard that you can't get a erection after. I'm like, that's not how the anatomy down there works. So people say, oh, when he ejaculates, it just oozes out. It don't do it anymore. Any barely comes out. That's just him. There's something wrong with him. They don't
dehydrated.
Again, it has nothing to do with it. So you get all these ignorant comments. But the times where people are still getting pregnant, there's a time period that you have to wait, or you have to wait or get, not even or, you have to wait and get everything out your system because your body will produce it. Yeah. And even people talk about swelling and pain. There was a guy I worked with, he experienced a whole lot of pain, but he came back to work like a day later and did way too much moving around, walking. I think he went back to working out. I'm like, yes. Yeah. That will do it. I sat down for 3 days. Man. I sat down for 3 days with peas, icing, make sure I was good. Did not move off that couch.
Yeah. That's exactly how I'm going to be.
I felt nothing, but make sure you get the underwear too. I'll send you the link. I got this called they basically grab everything and pull it up because you don't want nothing to hang free. Woo. You grab everything and hold it up in like a pocket. They got like a drawstring on them. Okay. So you tie that up and it just holds everything up.
I mean, make sure they make.
They'll make it small enough for you.
Okay. You got me.
Nah, but this is a little educated. I know we did another episode. It's called I Don't Pull Out, where we talked about that too. But this is more education for guys out there. Because there's a lot of misinformation. A lot of people leave stupid comments, uneducated comments out there of things that they heard that happened, or even things that did happen that were bad, and they don't tell why those things happen.
And I would like to know, for the people in the comments that have had this happen, do you know the procedure your doctor used? Like, how did they cut the
because it's like three different procedures you can get done. Because
some of them, from what I read, there is just a clamp, like and that's it.
They think clamping I think they expect where it's clamped, those two areas to die off and close up.
Yeah.
But there's no guarantee of that.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's what happened to those guys. But I'm gonna keep you posted though. So if we do an episode and Goose is sitting here with big camel toe, that's because he got the peas in there keeping it cold, keeping everything cold. I'm icing it up because I'm just talking about it. My stomach is like,
I'm telling you, the way I was moving, you would have thought my pain level was at a 15 out of 10.
Yeah, but
it wasn't. I was just it's even. Did you go to that appointment by yourself?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, Angel, like, no. Did I go to the appointment by myself? I can't remember, but I know I didn't really care about anything until I was going to get the procedure done, and Angel let me out, and I got on the elevator. I was on the elevator by myself. That's when all the anxiety came. And then by the time she came back, she's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, elevator, I freaked out," because she went to go park the car or whatever. She was like, "I'll just park, so you won't be late." So I was in the elevator. I was like, because I ain't never had no type of procedure at all.
Dang, for real.
And then so once you got in there, it was a little bit of a wait. I didn't appreciate that because but by the time they called me in, it was like, all right, this is it. So I was sitting there with my hands all clenched up, all tense,
having somebody
down there. Period.
That's what I'm saying. Then numbing you up or cutting.
The numbing was the only part that I feel like from the needle. He said it not even don't feel like a needle. Like you're like a syringe going in. It just feels like a really small pinch. He was like, you're going to feel the pinch for like 3 seconds. I was like, all right, now I feel the pinch. He's like, all right, we're going to wait a little bit. So he just sitting there talking to me. He was like, yes, so what do you do? You said you a general contractor? We sitting there talking. Yes. And then, every now and then, blah, blah, blah. I said something about a car. Oh, you like car? He said, yeah, I had a. So we started talking cars, and he was like, all right, that's that side. I really wasn't even paying attention. Mm-hmm. So then he started talking again. I'm talking. He was like, all right. I heard the little scalpel clink, clink. I said, all right, you going to start? He said, no, that's it. So the one thing I was going to say is the procedure that he uses, it's almost like if you were to have an extension cord stretched across a room or a rope stretched across a room and you go cut a section out of it, the rope's not going to grow longer and connect back. You can't connect it back together.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the procedure that they use.
Yeah. So he was saying he was like, he tells his patients it's a permanent situation.
Yeah.
Now is it possible to reverse it?
It's expensive.
But it's very expensive and it's very tedious because you have to then connect those tubes back, put something artificial down there and hope it works. So
and it's
if you do it,
it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed. So if you do it, know that it's permanent. Take it as it's permanent. I don't want no more kids, so I don't. Yeah.
Is it? So question. Is it because like the amount of kids is like, or you don't want your wife to go through pregnancy again?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. When having children, you can. It's so beautiful. It's all that stuff. Okay. Yeah. We have to do it to live on. We have to continue our legacy. Having kids is hard as hell. Hard. And I'm not doing it again. And the
what
pregnancy,
you mean hard? Like just having kids to take care of?
having kids to take care of, feeding, waking up, changing diapers, feeding, waking up, changing diapers.
It only lasts for a couple months.
No. And then my baby, my baby teeth, like she got some cavities in her teeth, and watching her going through like them doing certain procedures on them, I get so like, I hate it. And then when they get sick, I hate it because now I'm worried about them.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of everything.
One of my twins' side is losing teeth like crazy.
See?
I'm like, boy, are you on met? Like, what is going on? Every day he's got a tooth coming out. I'm like, how are you chewing?
Look at this. I don't want to go through that again. And I don't want my wife going through pregnancy again.
That was my biggest thing was when we just had the 3. And she was like, she wanted to try for a girl again. And I was like, no, like I was completely against it.
Yeah.
And she was like, why? And I was like, dude, that's not a safe thing to do.
Yeah.
Having kids. But women, I mean, however many thousands of people are born a day. But it's just like, just seeing her go through all that was one thing of being a husband. It's just, and a father. It's like, I don't want to go through that process no more.
Yeah.
And the other part of that was one part. Equally as so, I didn't want to go through the, like you said, changing diapers, car seats. When the smallest person is the family takes up the most room is a problem. I understand why car seats are so big, but when you take your baby out, you got the stroller, car seat. They take the space up of a 400-pound man.
We traveled to Atlanta. We had to have the playpen with us.
Man.
Everything. So it's no.
I said, Angel, we've been changing diapers. However old my oldest son. That's how, as soon as he was out of diapers, we had more.
That 15 years? How old is your son? 15?
No, he ain't no 15.
He ain't 15.
Punk, he 30, he 12. He about to be 13.
Well, he tall like he about 15.
Everybody's tall to you, man.
Yeah.
But he, it's like
what's that over there?
A standby.
And it's just me
break the bottle over my head. He's gonna be 13 on the 29th of this month of August. But I'm like, I don't want to do that no more.
No more. So
Lamar's almost potty trained. He's going to the potty right now. So I'm like, as soon as we can get him to there and in a booster seat, I'll be good.
Yeah.
Like I hate car seats and they rattle, mess up the vibe of the car. That's why I'm mad. Like, you
take that car seat, that'd be all type of stuff underneath.
Oh, I protect my seats. I can't do it. Oh, they don't. That's why they don't let them eat in my. I remember one day we were out riding. I think it was during the whole drop off thing, and I had to drop off everybody, and this boy threw up right after I dropped off little Marcus. We riding, and he threw up, and we were probably like 30 minutes from the house. I said, "We almost there." He's okay. So he back there just wet and stanky. I pulled him out, took the car seat to the backyard, hosed it out, had to give him a bath. I said, you literally threw up in the worst time at the worst time possible.
That's what I'm saying. I'm done. I don't want to go through no more of that. Yeah. So that's why I'm getting the vasectomy.
All these boys and girls, I love them. Both of them.
Yeah.
They always talk about their baby. Girls are not, especially the baby.
You only see him every now and then.
But even when she stayed with us, she did good.
Baby woke me up this morning. Breath on flame. There's no more waffles. I'm like,
They
go brush your teeth and
drop them off today and come back and get them next week. They'll be Gucci.
There's no more waffles. Just about burnt my nostrils up, man. But yeah, that's what's going on in my life. That's what's happening. Rental house, deciding to live in LA.
Y'all gonna be here. Shut up.
Finding more income because Netflix let my wife go while she was on maternity leave.
Ain't that dirty?
Oh, dirty bastards. Yeah. So that's what's happening, man. Trying to make the dream come alive.
Yeah.
With all these roadblocks.
And then, I got random things going on. I don't like discussing what I got going on until it's over and done with. But y'all see what it is. I got things happening.
You got other podcasts you can talk your mess on. Anyway.
Yeah, actually, I just talked yesterday. So Bald and Beautiful, we kind of talk about where we've been at because that was the first episode that we did on there since June because we took the month of July off. So yeah, we kicking back up everything. Only thing that wasn't going actively, even though y'all were getting episodes, was me and Angels is gonna cause an argument. Yeah. But anyway, fam, thank y'all for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and all that jazz. If you are watching, you can listen to this across all podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts. There was something wrong with the subscription. I don't know what happened, but it got fixed. And if you're listening, you can watch it on YouTube at Tanksley TV. Just go to Let Us Tell It. Mm-hmm. And that's where you will see us in our beautiful mugs. Yeah. I'm Marcus. I'm Marcus on the gram on Instagram, Marcus on the book on Facebook, and I have a beard and body butter called Man Shit. You can go to MANSHYT to check that out. Goose, go on, let them know where they can find you.
You can catch me on IG, GOOLZBY, on YouTube at Building with Goose, and you can buy my merch on underreptmerch.com. Yo.
Hey, fam. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next week.